Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1 Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for chopping it up with us today. And a lot of boxing today on this channel, man. So we rocking with today. That's what the flow is, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Health Blaze. You can find them at thehealthblaze.com. That website link will be in the description. Promo code Goodfella1 Boxing. Get you 18% off immediately over there at thehealthblaze.com. The promo code and the link is in the description. And especially for my fitness nuts and my healthy people that love organic foods and natural foods without the pesticides and stuff in there, I want you to try, upping your natural game, your organic game by going all natural with the everyday products as far as muscle relaxer rubs, foot soaks, bath bombs, soaps, lotion, hair pomade. They got you covered over there, man. Go check them out, thehealthblaze.com. Appreciate them for giving me an opportunity to promote their products, man, and also got other things I'll be breaking news on about the channel and other sponsorships that I'm working on behind the scenes. So be on the lookout for the boy. We moving, all right. Dillian Whyte did an interview with IFL TV Cougars Cassius. I love Cougars Cassius interviews, man. And let's talk about it. I'm going to link the interview in the description. I'll go over there and watch the interview, man. Right around the 15-minute mark, he get to talking about this topic, but he talked about a lot of different things, man. And when you hear Dillian Whyte talking, he ain't trying to really sound ludicrous talking about Deontay Wilder. Then, I like the guy, to be honest, man. I gave him a lot of credit when he beat Joseph Parker, man. I think he had arrived as a formidable foe. But he said that, he hearing that Anthony Joshua was going to fight Big Baby Miller at Madison Square Garden. I think that fight is dubbed for June. Okay? And basically, I don't know what they're going to do about the April 13th fight at Wembley Stadium. That's what kind of make me pause for a minute, okay? Because, for one, they were going to put Kell Brook and Amir Khan on April 13th and then move AJ back to June. So I don't know what the penalty is for having Wembley Stadium on hold. Or is there actually a penalty and they could just say, okay, we don't need it no more. We just throw this for y'all trouble. So I think it could be made that, they could just leave Wembley Stadium alone and make AJ a debut versus Big Baby Miller. Now, as well as Big Baby Miller is being slated to fight January 18th in a double header, with it's more than a double header. Got Orlanares on there as well coming back, but kind of a double co-feature with Demetrius Andrade and with himself. So Andrade is fighting Nakova, and Miller is supposed to fight Trevor Bryan, but it's still TBA on most boxing schedules. So for the same time, I don't know. So, Dillian Whyte said he can't imagine him fighting around that time. I think in this interview he said that he can't imagine Miller fighting in January, then turn around in April. So I agree with him. He said he's supposed to be meeting with Eddie in the middle of this month, the 14th or the 15th. Then he'll know the next move. But kind of putting two and two together, I believe that Dillian Whyte probably going to take the April 13th date versus somebody else. Maybe Eddie Hearn can offer Tyson Fury a Dillian Whyte fight April 13th. Because Tyson Fury don't seem too keen on fighting Deontay Wilder again. But actually, in my opinion, I think, if Tyson Fury ain't trying to fight Deontay Wilder, bro, and Deontay Wilder can just, possibly fight Brazil, I like to see Deontay Wilder fight Dillian Whyte, even if it's in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Since AJ fighting over here, why don't you fight over there? And a lot of people are not going to agree with me on that, but I think he can knock out Dillian Whyte. Like I said, Dillian Whyte is a great style for Deontay Wilder, man, where you ain't got to leave no doubt behind it. Pretty much, it's a nice bounce-back fight. It's a fight in front of the UK fans to force an AJ fight or to force a Tyson Fury fight. And it just seemed right to me that if AJ going to make a United States debut, why don't Deontay Wilder fight in the UK again in the big fight and fill that April 13th Wembley Stadium thing and, ask for the right amount of money because Eddie Hearn is going to be in a fucked up position because he's going to need to fill that spot. Now, if Eddie Hearn don't have to fill the April 13th spot, you know what I'm saying, and he get rid of Wembley Stadium altogether, then Dillian Whyte can come to the United States. He fought over here, I think, versus Malcolm Tan or one of them dudes over here on Crawford and Ndongo Undisputed Undercard as well on a non-televised portion. So, for me, it'll make sense. But, you know, if AJ coming to make a United States debut, that's just going to be credence to what I've been saying and what a lot of other brothers been saying on YouTube, that when I found out the UK had a cap on how much they could charge for a pay-per-view and how much they could charge for ticket sales, that just let me know right then and there that, you know, AJ couldn't make that much money. And that's why Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather didn't go over there, because you only can make so much money by law, okay? So, with that being said, now AJ got to come over here and try to really test his chances at the market and show Deontay Wilder that, you know, he can sell over here. Not only just that, the Eddie Hearn is dead man floating through he's dead man floating through the zone. You know, he's pretty much dead on the zone. So he need AJ to come to America and boost the zone versus an American opponent, which they've been trying to build up on HBO and now on the zone and Big Baby Miller. He gonna shoot a shot like that. And if all fails and they don't do great numbers on the zone, which they won't do great numbers on the zone, then I think he'll finally sacrifice AJ to Wilder, because I think he's found out he dried up the UK. I think he found out it's not a huge demand where they can actually deliver on 100,000 people that's supposed to show up to Wembley and quote unquote fight Deontay Wilder. They say it's a big drop off with the Dillian Whyte rematch, and I think we're gonna get closer this year. I think we're gonna get that fight. If AJ and Deontay Wilder keep winning, I think they're going to submit to Deontay Wilder. They're going to try to finesse it like it was a 50-50 type deal. But I think they're going to submit to Deontay Wilder, Al Heyman, and they're going to make the fight. It's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view, and they're going to finally sacrifice AJ. And if AJ can beat Deontay Wilder, so be it. Eddie Hearn rolled the dice, and he lives to fight another day on his own. You know, his tenure with the zone is really going to depend on Deontay Wilder and AJ fighting on Showtime or Fox pay-per-view. I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be dependent on. Because if AJ can come out and be undisputed, and the American public can rock with AJ, and they can see him beat up Deontay Wilder, which a lot of people in America, as far as casual fans that don't know no better, believe he can beat Deontay Wilder. Then he going to have a high hand. People going to, go to the zone to see what AJ do next if they can keep that promotional train rolling. Okay, but like I said, man, Dillian Whyte already sound like a guy who already know he ain't gonna get that fight. It's not big interest over in the UK. Even coming off a fight with Dillian Whyte, people not gonna pay huge pay-per-view numbers. So now they're making the precautions to move AJ and basically go fight Deontay Wilder and submit to whatever Deontay Wilder, Al Heyman want, because they are the A side. Depending what nobody say, you could say if Joshua was making $30 million in the UK, it would be no thought about him leaving the UK and going over to USA to Madison Square Garden and fight Big Baby Miller, because he's not making $30 million a pound, not for 20 a pop on the pay-per-view, 20 pounds a pop. You know what I'm saying? Not with $40 tickets and $20 a pound, 20 pounds and 40-pound tickets in the UK and Wembley Stadium. Not breaking no live gate records in the UK. This dude ain't broke no live gate records in the UK, or he ain't broke no live gate records in the world, so he can't be making $30 million a fight. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, it's all being debunked as a lie. And, for the most part, he got to go ahead and do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Hearn got to sacrifice him to Wilder, and for more than one way. You know what I'm saying? I saved that because this. With Al Heyman bringing free PBC fights like Broner Pacquiao to free ITV, and now he doing ITV box office for 10 pounds with Eubanks and DeGale, he's really making a move over there to truly, really, him and Frank Warren, to conquer the UK market. So if Eddie Hearn, sparks out with the zone, he gonna go back home to being the bottom person in boxing in his market. So they got to go back to billiards and snookers and imagine football players and stuff like that over there in the UK. So why not go ahead, shoot your dice with AJ this year. If you fail, at least you might be able to go back to your UK market, focus on that 100% and get your market back. Because if not, if he string this out longer with AJ to next year, he not gonna have a market to go back to. It's gonna be a small little market for him to go back to. Okay, once they start getting them free fights on ITV, ain't nobody gonna pay 20 pounds for his fights over there in the UK. No more like that. So you got to cut his pay-per-view prices and start off from the bottom once again. But if he able to see, if AJ succeed in the zone, then shit, I can just keep my UK the secondary market. Then we got the undisputed champion. Now we can start our American takeover. But if he go over there and lose to Deontay Wilder this year, at least they got enough time to go back and build up AJ in the UK. They can say they market, get back to putting fights in the UK, and put a fight here and there on in the United States, and that could be what it is. But I do think if Tyson Fury don't get it in, okay, if Tyson Fury don't get it in with Deontay Wilder, he go another route. I can see Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte, you know, come around that time, you know, before Brazil, unless they force Brazil, but they can pay Brazil to step aside, and then he can go get it. He could turn around a couple months later or 3 months later and fight Dominic Brazil. Then again, you can see Tyson Fury fill that vacancy up with Dillian Whyte. That's gonna be what Eddie Hearn talking to Tyson Fury about. He's like, just come fight Dillian Whyte, you know, in Wembley Stadium, and y'all get it in one time for the one time, you know. So Deontay Wilder will be faced to fight Dominic Brazil, and then he can get ready to fight AJ at the end of the year, November, December. So it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Dillian Whyte can fight Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder can take care of his mandatory and Dominic Brazil, and him and Miller, you know, can fight on Showtime or Fox pay-per-view at the end of the, I mean, him and the winner of Miller and Joshua can take on Deontay Wilder in the fight next year. You know what I'm saying? Late this year, excuse me. You know, so you had Joshua and Miller taking on the Deontay Wilder Brazil winner. You know, we think it's gonna be Joshua, and we think it's gonna be and Deontay Wilder. And Dillian Whyte can be happy and fight Dillian Whyte can be happy and just fight who he got to fight in a homeboy Tyson Fury. He could put his name right in the winner of Wilder and the Joshua winner. So, you know, that's what it is, man. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter. Also, you can find us in an email and with our Facebook group. All the information in the description. You got a question, business inquiry, a sponsorship, check us out. And don't forget about the Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Use the promo code Goodfellas1Boxing. Get 18% of their natural products, foot soaps, lotions, bath bombs, and much, much more. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Your boy CJ Goodfella. Goodfellas Sports TV. You doing what we do. What up, though? Live from the D. Yeah, that's Detroit. We gone.